Hey, YouTube! We are back with episode 12 of our Luthor Harkon Let's Play Total War Warhammer 2 modded with SFO Grimhammer, and
Admiral of the fleet, Luthor
we're working our way with Harkon. We had just what's it called? Made peace with Marcus Wolfhard over here, and we're going to be starting to work our way down south to take the rest of southern Lustria. Slowly but surely, or maybe we'll just kind of stop kind of at this mark here. Let's see, how far does that go down? The spine of Sotek Mountains go pretty far. Might want to leave that or claim it depending. I know we definitely want to claim this because that'll give us the creeping jungle once they're attacking us in Talaxtlan.
surrounded.
We'll repel them just like we always do, and then we'll be able to stabilize our economy a little bit. Our vampiric corruption won't, I don't think, reach into the southern jungles of Pahualaksa, but that's totally fine. What we're going to have to do, though, is deal with this eventual faction, which is still making his way towards us, more than likely towards our capital, so we'll have to reinforce that capital with somebody to prevent that from being taken, but we have our coasts are pretty secure right now. The Poxmarsh, the Blood Swamps, they both have their highest level of garrison buildings. So let's go ahead and end our turn here and slowly make our way towards our objective. So we want to heal Luthor's fractured mind, which, let's see, quest for slain gold. We need to search any ruined settlement for treasure. So we have to decimate a settlement, and then basically we have to raze a settlement to the ground and then search the ruins for treasure. Because the Skaven occupy, we have some stuff to our south that look like ruins, but I think that's actually the Skaven occupying. So let's go ahead and fight this one real quick, since the auto-resolve has us dying, but we're totally going to beat this one. Just like we always do, because we're going to garrison a lot of our towers, let the towers do the brunt of the work. And they don't really have anything that's going to be countering our flyers too easily, as long as those javelins don't end up deploying on the same side as their lord. And even if they do, then we just have, let's see, where is their lord? Lord's usually over here. Yeah, so they got their lord and a bunch of infantry over here. So we're just going to have our flyers basically cut over here and then attack him directly. We're going to put a bunch of our guns over here. Definitely want a unit here. Probably going to throw a unit here as well. Hang on. Got it. We have some infantry clogging stuff up. Put some infantry here just to activate this tower. Or some range, rather. And then we'll throw... It looks like they've got one guy probably coming over here. So we'll want to activate this tower, but let's activate it with deckhands since they're not overly needed. What we'll need is over here, because that's where the brunt of their are going, and then these guys are going right down the middle. So I think we have, yeah, we have got two left. So we'll garrison one here, and we'll put one here. That way we'll be able to kind of move our guns over here a bit, and then these guns towards kind of the middle where these guys will re-garrison this once they get a bit closer. So now we're going to wait for all those towers to activate. Okay, so we'll have this tower focus like so. Actually, let's have these refocus here. You will be able to focus when they get going. Get a little bit closer. You, okay, they've got a battering ram, so we need to take out the people pushing that battering ram. So let's have them focus there like that. And then our flyers are going to kind of fly towards here like this. They're going to get shot a little bit by our towers, but there's nothing we can do about that. And we'll just have them focus on the Lord. So once that skin cohort that's pushing that ram is pretty much devastated, we should be pretty good. That tower's going to come down pretty quick here. I'm going to switch this one over for as long as it can to fire on this one. Get a little bit of extra damage in. Focus those guys. Really want to take down as much as we can over there. Okay, we're not going to be able to take down that tower, so let's deal as much damage as we can. To the incoming, and we're going to go ahead and throw our garrison there so that they can do a bit more shooting. Let's back these guys up. We're going to move these guys down here. Yeah, so they managed to recapture that battering ram. So we're going to move some of our gunners. We're going to move our infantry to kind of hold that middle position there. Okay, so they've taken that. So you guys come over here and shoot there. Okay. They're doing good. Let's move you guys back over here. Again, we want you guys... We don't want you guys in that fight. Okay, we're doing really good over there. They're shooting over here. Towers are fending off what they can. Let's have the bats kind of line up back over here and shoot over the top of here. We basically routed everything over here. Make sure they're shooting at the non-routed guys. They're broken, they're broken, they're broken. Okay, so we broke them again. So we knocked them back one more time. Really well done to our garrison. And we'll see what we can do as far as getting rid of as many of them as we can. Just end it there. So again, we did our most of the work was done by the towers, which is really great. We did a lot for us. We managed to destroy one of their siege towers and get rid of their what's it called, battering ram before they managed to get to us, which was really great. And then obviously the gunners did what they could to distract. Their lord was kind of the main concern of that army, and we managed to get rid of him using the bats. So these deck droppers, they have their uses. I won't say that they're absolutely useless because they have their uses, but it's such a limited scope of use. It's actually better in your usual armies to not bother with deck droppers. There are better units out there
Admiral of the fleet.
that you could be using.
Luthor Harkon.
So I wonder if I want to just... no, let's walk over there just in case. Just in case they have some sort of ambushing something. I don't think they would. I think this army is going to be a bit difficult to deal with the Queen Bess.
Make this quick.
Although we've also got the jungles of green mist over here that we need to take. Probably Skaven encamped there. Take a look here. Temple of Talankhan. We can put the zombie watch posts in here. Over here, let's put iron mines, increase some of our trade income, even though we're not getting... I don't think we're doing trading, are we? Do we have any trade? We do have trade with the Dread Fleet. We are going to eventually have to break that.
Tell me why I should not unleash my monks on you,
Because I'm friendly-ish, I guess? Like, I'll eventually go to war with the people that you're going to go to war with, I have a feeling, so...
I refuse!
Oh, wow, he's going to be mean. Alright, so just a non-aggression and a trade, and maybe a little bit of payment. Okay. We'll get the military access later, but that'll at least keep him from invading too much. I think the Lizardmen, because they're at war with Clan Pestilence, they're probably not going to mess with us too much. But again, I think this is kind of where we're going to end our takeover of Lestria. We'll move into these jungles over here, so just to get rid of the Skaven that are in here, but this is kind of where we're going to stop. You know, Chakwa I think Chakwa and Slanopek are probably the farthest south we're going to go besides the start, like these Dragon Isles or Volcanic Islands, just because there's not a whole lot of use to us going all the way down there. And I think this Tlanxla is a good place to, they're all kind of the same with their names. I think that's a good place for us to go and to destroy completely and then take over afterwards, after we search the ruins. And I say that because they're attacking us again? Man, I just have to go over there and... Alright. Come here.
The fleet master has spoken.
I'm gonna rue the day.
It's time to tame the cattle. Their value lies outside of the break. Undead raiders.
Loyalty is precious as gold.
Immortality, loyalty will not decline. That'll be useful.
Vampire of the waves.
Where are you, Temple? Okay, so you're in a difficult spot for me to get to in defense. We'll do that.
Undead pirates!
Let's go over here.
Murder them.
So Pyrrhic victory, I'd lose a lot of guys, but we're probably going to employ the same tactic that we always do with the Queen Bess and all that. I think the issue that might come about is that they've got, like, feral carnosaurs and Razordon hunting packs, Croxagores. These are things that the Queen Bess is going to struggle with, that we might have to have Harkon help out with a little bit. potentially move some of our forces up once we've devastated them, since they don't have a great ranged. They don't have the greatest range abilities. We'll be able to devastate them. We'll be able to devastate their infantry from range, and then the rest will just have to be taken out with our gunners. I'm gonna have to retool Luthor's army a little bit because he struggles in certain aspects, especially these gunnery mobs. Let's just go like this. Make sure they're not running. Make sure that they're staying put. You stay put until I tell you otherwise. I don't want you flying away from things. You also stay put. Okay. So let's put the Queen Bess like that. She can pretty much cover everything conceivably where they're going to be putting stuff. Put her forward just a little bit. Okay, and it's really flat, so this is going to be great for us. So we'll do cannons like this. Actually, if we put our cannons more over here, let's see, we'll be able to blow down this wall, blow down this wall, this wall, and this wall. So we're going to have avenues in there. So why don't we put... Let's put the cannons like that on a relatively straight shot over there. We'll put these on a relatively straight shot with this wall. This one will be a relatively straight shot on that wall. And finally this one will be a relatively straight shot on that wall. That way they've got really open avenues when they're going to be trying, and they can still hit pretty wide arcs. So they'll be able to like destroy these two towers and then go through the walls pretty easily and still have openings. I'm going to throw this guy here. I'll only catch them, but that's okay. We're really only going to be reloading the Queen Bess. And then we'll throw these guys in front of the cannons. These guys in front of those guys. Because we want them to kind of be shooting past, and then these are going to be catching anything that gets too close. And finally we have our flankers like that. Like that, in case stuff decides to get even closer. He'll stand out front. Harkon will kind of be off to the side, and we're going to start battle. No auto firing. What we need is for you guys to focus on these towers, and Queen Bess. We're going to pick some targets that we like. Okay, and we have successfully evaded the range of their towers. Good. So they put all their infantry up high, which is kind of unfortunate for us. So we're going to have to see what we can manage to hit. Yeah, so he doesn't do a lot of damage to the cavalry. Okay, Queen Bess is clearly having some trouble. ahead and destroy this fort wall and this fort wall. Lizard men are really not caring at all. Make an even wider opening. Where's that barrel flying? Looks like they're thinking about coming through. I almost want them to rush my position. That'll be, like, amazing for me if they decided to rush. Looks like they're sending some Saurus forward. They're gonna have a bad time if they do that. Yeah, it looks like they decided better of the charge forward as the lizardmen do approach. Let's crack open this gatehouse, shall we? Focus on some of these ranged units while we have our cannons take down this wall to open up another line. That's what we want to do. We kind of want to crack open as many lines as we can. As many openings as we can manage. Set Harkon in there now, since they're soft. I've softened them up quite a bit.
With haste! This way!
So the skinks know the safest place for them is probably on the ground.
Do it! I see it! Into position! Covering ground!
I'm gonna go breathe on these skinks.
Maneuvering! We hear you! Yes! Hurry! A smart move! Now! I see it! Harkon agrees. So be it. We will kill. Certainly. I can. Have it. With haste. This way.
Okay, so we crushed that flank pretty easily.
Quickly now.
Now we just have to go deal with
Very well.
some others.
Covering ground. Maneuvering. I'm going. Now. Into position. Hurry. I'll allow it.
Gotta be careful of that Carnosaur.
I see it. So it is. I'm not dead. Maneuvering. Quickly now. Covering ground. This way. Hurry. Very good. Now. Into position. With haste. Go. On my word, I'm going! Now! Covering ground! Hurry! By all means! With haste!
Whoops. Disregard that order. This is only for Harkon.
No! I see it! Finally! I know!
Don't want it rolling forward.
Luthor Harkon! Indeed! Maneuvering! This way! Quickly, now! I'm going! With pleasure! Yes, we shall! Good! Take this!
Terrify them real quick.
So be it! I'll allow it! Attack! Luthor Harkon!
Those horde ones are going to stand no chance to Harkon right now. Switch to cinematic mode here. We'll just tear them up.
Get here! No escape! End them! I'm going in! Time to die!
Yeah, that skink wants nothing to do with the deck shriek. The Carnosaur looks like he's coming back to help out the skink. You can try. You can certainly try.
Into position! This way!
We definitely want to get out of there now.
Covering ground!
We want to use our...
Yes! We hear you! Into position! Quickly, now! Maneuvering! Do it! agrees with haste. Death here! Indeed!
Close victory pretty much because we used up a lot of ammunition. But we managed to decimate a good amount of their units. I'm happy with that. Takes a little time, but that's how the Vampire Coast does. The creeping, crawling dread of the deep seas, as it were. You've kind of got a very eldritch theme to them in a way. Except for, well, no, even Harkon, he's gone insane. So that's kind of a big thing in Lovecraft's work. Okay, so let's sack it, then we'll raise it. I think we might. Let's see if we'll be able to raise it. I don't think we'll be able to raise it in the same turn.
There is little honor amongst vampires.
Right, I don't think there's anything up here that's useful. Let's go Blade Shield. Need 4, so Blade Shield, a bunch, and then maybe Wild-Eyed.
Luthor Harkon.
Yeah, we can't,
Nice place, I'll take it. Deckhands!
So we'll just back him up and start raiding to increase some of our income. And we just had a windfall, so we can build up a couple things. Let's go with Obsidian Quarry. And Sotec, I believe that's like right in the middle there. In theory, we shouldn't have too hard of a time holding that area. Let's upgrade to the swag sacks. Okay. So that's that.
Admiral of the fleet.
I'm getting twitchy.
Ooh, he can raise a whole bunch of dead things. I don't think there's anything that we really want though in this list of dead things. If there were some more deck gunners, I would go for those. But I think we've reached our limit on deck gunners. Yeah, so we have to get more we have to get more deck gunner units. Or rather, we have to get more of these. We have to upgrade this building, which increases our capacity for deck gunners by 4. Another good idea would be to not the buried treasure, Oh, share a pirate tale and drink all night, dead man. Buy infamy, sell infamy. Sell infamy? Oh, interesting. So I have enough infamy to sell some infamy off. That is good to know. Okay, so let's see. I would have to sell 5,000 infamy, which is going to drop me down way back to like 3,000 in between these two, Gentleman Jenkins and Ashok the Bloody. Super don't want to do that. I want to be up here, the most infamous pirate in the known world. I want to get all 3 of these shanty verses, heal his fractured mind, destroy the other Vampire Coast factions, or get to a point where I know I'm going to destroy them regardless. The Dread Fleet's not as strong as me, but they're still pretty powerful, so we'll have to contend with them eventually. I'm eventually going to I'm definitely getting these guys because they all have access to shipbuilding. So I think the next one that I'll probably get is this, because this Dread Admiral gives extra range to units, and that's going to be supremely useful to me. Ambush defense chance, cost of recruitment, post-battle income. or post-battle chance of dealing magic, weapon strength, physical resistance. So this is very much a melee focused build. Okay. Well, we'll get into that next turn.
It was never
But now that I've basically taken care
Tread
of
carefully, sailor. We both know there is little honor between pirates.
military alliance, no thank you. I will not be having no military alliances. I feel like they would always end poorly for me in the long run. Oh, there is my guy. Beeline for the awakening. Let's awaken a Morngul Haunter. So we do have some decent defenses. We have, okay, so it's probably going to be an Empire army. What do we have? Bunch of depth guards, some sirens, a good deal of guns, some bombers. Not nearly enough guns. No mortars either. Tisk tisk. Okay, let's see. Let's go with the lore. Let's see. Enemy leadership -7, recruit rank +1, plunderer, raiding, instigator, recruit rank, smuggler, murderer, smuggler, instigator, smuggler, insurgent, no. Man. I think we'll go with you because smuggler. This one also has smuggler and lore of the deep. Though I think they're going to have a lot of armored units, so it might be better to get. We'll try lore of the death. Lore of death.
All bones on deck. I'm here. All bones on deck.
Okay. Actually, we don't need that. What we need is magic, because your whole thing is going to be magic. Okay, so Soul Blight, Doom and Darkness, Fate of Buna, and Arsonist. Then we're going to get you some cannons and mortars. And can't really raise anything great. That'll be okay.
I smell a defector.
Let's... what is this? Gunnery white? Let's go with gun sight. Increase your range.
As you were.
We can auto-resolve this victory away because we don't look like we're losing any units.
Them like fists.
Raise it.
Their hovels. Speak up. Bolster the galleon. King of the Vampire Coast.
And we will rehire that. Those will build. Steel anchor.
A force to be reckoned
Throw
with.
that guy in there. Officer, 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 where do you go? Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's put him in there, I think.
The Vampire Coast prevails.
over here. Head that guy up so we can't... I mean, if he goes one way or the other, he's not going to be able to take that out.
I'll ignore that.
Hopefully we'll be able to reach
What
the Awaken
is your demand?
until next turn. So we raise that one settlement. We'll go we'll search the ruined settlement, which is going to what's it called? Give us our next quest for Luthor. Yeah, he went up this way. Yeah, go where you want. I won't stop you. I mean, it's not the best idea in the world. I mean, Skagia is just ruining. Norska got a lot stronger with the SFO Grimhammer patch. Maybe one day I'll do a... Oh, they went down there, huh? That's not nice. Oh! Wait, what did...
Not likely.
What kind of insane... Oh wow, well I guess we'll get to figure out what kind of army that is.
Curse my crowded psyche.
Let's go with tenacity, increase a little bit of our
My mind
health.
rages.
Let's go search this.
Smash and grab.
Okay, so we gotta figure out what this question mark is. So if we look here, we got that same symbol, and we're probably looking for that. Yep. Okay, raise or sack to defeat. Raise or sack two different settlements belonging to the following race, lizardmen. Having ordered his undead crewmen to leave no stone unturned, it seems that the runes do not contain the artifacts Luthor seeks. His zombie deckhands manage to capture a small reptile-like creature hiding amongst the rubble, which they drag hissing and writhing before him. Gathering himself for a moment, Luthor recognizes it as a skink, a smaller species of lizardmen typically more mentally agile than others in their cold-blooded ranks. Surely this peon knows how to get his hands on what Luthor seeks. He demands that the location of any nearby enchanted slime gold be revealed, but is brazenly ignored. This lizard minion obviously does not know who he's dealing with. Patience and rationality are not qualities present in any of his fractured personalities. In an instant, Luthor is pressing his pistol against the skink's head, muttering lunacies and cocking the hammer. The startled prisoner immediately starts blurting out something about a chest of glyph embossed medallions buried underneath the very ruins in which they stand. The skink claims they had previously belonged to the great mage priest Mazdamundi himself, but had been stolen by one of the several expeditions that had recently passed through the region. Luthor turns away to ponder, leaving the lizardmen to his starved, scurvy dogs. The chest of slain gold could be anywhere by now, and finding it will not be simple. Luthor flies into a sudden rage, growling to his crew to prepare for a long campaign of despoilment. He will sack cities near and far in his search, caring not for the wars he might start. Joy.
Make this quick. All set.
Okay, so he's going to be attacking over there.
Fallen deckhands.
Nothing I can do, unfortunately, at the moment. What we can do is...
Captain, on deck. Need fresh recruits.
What I can do...
Admiral.
is at least build up this guy's army.
Standing by.
As much as possible. Next level. To potentially fend him off, so he's going to be going for the Fuming Serpent. There's I mean, I'll be able to defend it a little bit, but it's not going to be a great defense.
Get going! We'll intercept.
We'll see if we can ambush over there. Maybe they'll go for that settlement as kind of like a last-ditch effort. Man, I was hoping that they would go straight for the Awakening, but it seems that they are not. Yeah, it looks like they're going straight for it. Maybe just barely didn't catch him. I think I'm going to leave the colonizing to my other army and have Luthor start making his way east towards the volcano, the volcanic islands.
My pistols speak better than I.
An unknown quantity. Harkon rolls. The dead do not tire.
I think I'll be quicker going around the ocean than going by land, so we'll just do that. I have to kind of wander into their territory a little bit, but nothing for it.
Corsair of the night.
Darkness comes. We should act now. Attack! It's time to tame the battle. Move your spineless bags! Deckhands, forward! Waylaying.
Do another ambush. We're going to move this guy back into his army. Let's go real quick and
Captain, on deck.
bed
Time to
that guy.
press gun.
Man, we are in a bit of a pickle. Hopefully that he'll wait the whole full 10 turns for no reason. Won't that be awesome? Actually, this might give me... Okay, so I'm going to ambush him.
Drop anchor.
Take him out. I really want to see if we can... I'm really hopeful that maybe he'll hold off. I guess we'll see. He's going to be coming up here soon. I'm the holder of the Shantyverse. Yeah, looks like they held it. Or they stayed put. So let's give us this opportunity to take a look at their forces. So they don't have any ranged, besides the couple of cannons and a mortar. But they do have a dragon, frostworm, couple armored skin wolves. Oh, they do have range. Sorry about that. I just didn't see these guys right away because they're just Norska. They've got Norska and Empire hybrid army. That's not good. So there's no way we'll be able to defeat them. At least not with that army. But if we build this one up a bit and then reinforce, we might be able to take them out. So there's the boarding crew.
Loyalty as precious as gold.
Let's go arsonist. Again, we want
Landfolk are
damage.
weak. Dropping.
Dead eye shot.
Crazy. Not stupid. Back to your ranks.
We actually have the ability to recruit the boarding crew. There they are, but they do 2 turns and we don't have the time right now. We got to get Luthor to circle around.
Your will.
Let's see.
Let us raid.
Okay. We'll have 3 gun lines. Well, we'll have the cannon line and 2 gun lines, I suppose. But hopefully, with the reinforcements from the settlement garrison, that should be enough just to auto-resolve that fight away. I have a feeling it's going to be a hell of a fight if we do have to fight it. I don't exactly know how we would survive that. But I guess this army isn't exactly necessary, so if it dies, it's not a tragedy either. So I guess that's how I kind of have to think about this army, is that it's very much a reserve of reserve forces. Like it's generated quickly, and it's a quick and dirty. It's a quick and dirty army that should be able to hold off a little bit of stuff. Okay.
The sea brings death.
Let's go with bonus versus infantry, and I'd like to be able to get him to... Let's see, I think he already moves stealthily. Like the other Morngulls. Let's go with killing cold.
All bones on deck. What is your demand? Fight them, thrall crew.
The sea whispers to me.
The site is home to an ancient shrine to a lost god. The place is bathed in power, and as your followers approach, angry runes upon the shrine illuminate. Their glow a beacon to the weary. Choose, booms a deep, disembodied voice. Aggression or farsight. Aggression. Nice, power stone.
Any drowned corpses? Set sail!
Okay.
I thirst.
My pistols speak better than I. Find a powder cook.
Yes?
Okay, we'll be able to take that next turn.
Any drowned corpses?
Get the swag sacks next time we have the available funds. They're not able.
I offer you some
Blood infused rum? No thanks, bud. Yeah, no, I think they wanted a defensive alliance, but I am in no mood for a defensive alliance with Skaven. Again, Skaven are pretty universally despised, so they're going to get attacked pretty often, and I don't want to have to deal with those kind of attacks any more than I absolutely need to. Again, I'm going to be I have to attack Lizardmen now because I have a quest for it, but I can just do them as like sacking attacks. Oh, you gits. Well, guess who's getting themselves murdered? It's those guys. Why? Oh, did you think you were pretty great? 'Cause you're not. I'm about to show you why. Okay. The coward, speed and missile strength, nice. So his thing is missile strength, deadly ambushes, perfect cover. The flora found here conceals our army completely, like a thick winter cloak of leaves and branches, which shield our movements from the enemy. The unsuspecting foe will enjoy no warning afore we strike. So now we got that for 15 turns. Our ambushes are going to be even more successful.
Shape.
And that is that. So at least we can auto-resolve this fight away, though. We lose all the infantry, because of course we do. Because this would be the reinforcing army. Probably, knowing my luck, I would deploy like here, and they would reinforce from here, which, I mean, again, not the worst. It's just the setup is going to be kind of awkward. Let's leave, but we'll go ahead and just auto-resolve that.
And infamy.
And ransom those captives. So now we have the Lost Sea Shanty, the first verse.
Another victory.
O ye, look to the sea, from the mists comes something mighty. Anchor the tides and slow the moons, beclaim the waters for some hidden boons. Break the waves, tame the sea. How big can one beast be? Shiver me timbers, we've secured one of the verses of the Lost Sea Shanty. Haha. Okay.
Corsair of the night.
So we've secured that. He's already an arcane conduit. We can give him root muncher since we missed out on it. The Morngul Haunter, we can go with Evanescence and Materialize. Why not? And we'll give our second caster, let's go Kraken's Pull and Magical Reserves.
All in, deckhands.
We'll go Exotic Animal Markets, upgrade that. Wait, how much was this? 6150? I think we had that, had we not upgrade this. Yeah, we do. So let's do that. We want the Awakening really quick up. So we want to get all the way up here. This will unlock, this will unlock our deck gunners, but ultimately the Ancient Vault to unlock Harkon's Fractured Mind. We'll come over here.
My mind's worn of mutiny.
We will, let's see, we'll upgrade that.
Luthor Harkon.
And we're gonna go ruin this dude's day. He thinks he's pretty really cool, but he is not. We're gonna show him why you do not mess with Luthor Harkon by existing, because really that's all he was doing. He was breathing in my vicinity.
Freedom is not free.
So we just got the Regiment of Renown, the Tide of Skilled Vampire Deckhand Mob.
Those fools. I am the Pirate King. There is little honor amongst
Gun
vampires.
sight.
You say something.
Nothing.
It was never in doubt.
Let's see. Gonna want one of these. So let's go with this one so that we can work our way up to the Necrofex Colossus. For Luthor's
My
army,
madness is not weakness.
that'll be glorious. We'll finish off by giving you Scupperum.
Don't linger. Plunder plenty.
Raid. We'll use this ability to get some treasure. And finally, we will use that cash to upgrade this. Monkey jacket, ravenous attack, earthing,
The sea brings death.
exotic animals, and that will be it for now. We've actually pushed past the hour mark, so we're going to call it here. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and we will see you all in the next episode. Have a good one.